Welcome back, guys. You are Tanya, a peasant, 15 years old. Tanya sometimes catches word of what's happening in other villages, and it's never good. Merchants arrive with rumors of open revolt, only to whisper hushed warnings about spies within the populace, watching and waiting for any sign of rebellion. However, Tanya's village has not seen any violence. Lakshmi, the noblewoman in charge of the farmlands, has run this village personally ever since the death of her husband. Soldiers keep one half of the peace, and tradition keeps the other. In the midst of this, Tanya is about to be married. It's not long for her future, and that of her village will be decided. They are intelligent. Tanya's gifted, rational thinker. She's also literate, unusual for a peasant. A bit of a loner. She never had many friends. Juhi is one of the few people Tanya's ever truly been comfortable around. I'm an only child. Tanya grew up without any siblings. There have been times in her life where she felt strangely alone. Before we begin, just kind of pointing this out, I'm recording all these pretty much at the same day. My voice is starting to get a little bit hoarse here, so bear with me. I might have to take a break here soon. Anyways, let us begin. There you are. Why is he always milk buffalo when Juhi's busy with work? Couldn't you find anyone else to amuse yourself with instead of skittering off to some dark hole like a beetle? Morning to you too, Radha. Wonder you and my mother get along. I was just doing some reading. I didn't want to do it in public because I know Mistress Lakshmi was returning today. Not good for you, you know. You or Juhi. You've both got such small families, so you're going to need to have lots of friends to help with little crises once you've got your own households. I'll try, but somehow it never seems to work out for me. I've never been unfriendly to anybody. If they don't like me much, that's their problem. Uh-huh. Dark. Interesting. Never been unfriendly to anybody. If they don't like me much, that's their problem. Say so. Nobles, they like things real clean. Simple. They like their peasants to do what they're supposed to do when they're supposed to do without any fuss. Besides, things are bad, and they have been plenty bad lately. They like knowing that some little thing isn't going to be the fire that burns their fields to the ground, and when it comes to keeping us right, they aren't too subtle. You know your parents wanted to talk to you. I think they've been looking for you all morning. Oh, that's never good news. If I'd known, I would have stayed hidden. Then I better go speak with them. They only bother to talk to me when it's important. Say that like you don't know why. Didn't you ask? They said they wanted to tell you first, but I think we can both guess what this is going to be. Go on, Tanya, don't keep them waiting. Just to make it clear, I have done this part before. This is the demo, is this entire little bit here. So, I do kind of know what's going to happen, but I can make my own decisions. And I think I'm going to make a different decision this time than I did last time, honestly. But we'll see. We'll see as I get there what I choose. So we have our map. We are now outside of the city. Obviously, the city's up there. Palace is way up here. So, let's see. Traits. Again, we know what we have. Journal. This journal requires a lot of reading, so here we go. Parental mandate. According to Radha, my parents want to see me as soon as possible. Going on past experience, I somehow doubt this will be good news. We'll get to people in a second. There's a lot of people. Locations. Taxila. You know the University of Taxila is a week's journey by horse and that anyone, regardless of wealth or standing, can work their way towards an education there. Lakshmi doesn't want any of you to know even that much, but then no one you know takes that much of an interest in the university anyways. Lakshmi's estate. No peasant is allowed on Lakshmi estate unless they have specific instructions to go there, or they're being tried and punished. The country. The land your village occupies, sometimes referred to as the She-Wolf's Den from a legend about its founding, used to be adjacent to a very lucrative trading route. Hard times have undercut the stability of the village, both economically and socially, and yet from what you hear of uprisings all over the countryside, peace is precious. Sorry. Definitely need to take a break after this episode. You've nothing to compare your village to but reports of the city and neighboring farms. From the sounds of it, the city is overrun with disease, evil Naga, and slum-dwelling thugs and murderers on the other farms are in revolt. Village. Most of what you know is gossip and rumor. The village and surrounding farms have belonged to Lakshmi's husband until a death from illness. It shouldn't have gone to his family, but instead it went to her, and she's ruled it with a steady hand and a sharp lack of tolerance ever since. Travelers from the city have told you that she's been a member of its ruling council ever since the king and queen died. From the way she embarks out every so often, she seems to be overseeing many farms besides this one. You have little idea what's going on in the city. You've heard that some sort of ruling council replaced the king and queen when they died a year back. The poor and starving are being saved by a priest named Ranveer, and that the Naga are to blame for a lot of the troubles the city's going through. To note that we are taking a bunch of different perspectives here. As a peasant, the Naga are the problems. As the Naga are not the problems, it's Ranveer that's the problem. As Asha, what the fuck is going on? I'm just a little girl. I don't want to do this. It's really interesting to just see how this all works out. Alright, now people. 3 bloody pages. So many people to talk to. So many people to, like, pay attention to. Now. Deer. A local buyer and seller of goods. He does a little trade between the city and the village. You're not sure what the circumstances of his birth were, but you know he did fight in a war a few decades ago. Naga merchant. The merchant comes for very brief jaunts every once in a great while. No one you know has ever spoken with it. Village guards. Rough, hard-bitten men, none of them are from the village, and none of them are allowed to speak with the peasantry. Mandeep. Village doctor, which is to say, Lakshmi's doctor. He's absolutely never spoken to a peasant unless he has to, but in his dealings with social equals and superiors, he seems perfectly laid back and genial. Ale. A young girl, bright and active. She likes you a lot and listens to you pretty much whatever you say. Parish. An earnest, hard-working man, proud of his large family. While I'm going through all of these, I want you to think, who are we going to be married to? Before you learn, who are we going to be married to out of all these people? Obviously not my, father, mother person. That's not going to work, but Elia. Vaguely heard that Hanu has grown sister, but she's always kept to herself. I keep hitting the microphone, sorry. She always keeps to herself and her peasant husband. You've never spoken to her. And yet you get the sense she doesn't like you. Nita's a friend of your mother. In another life, she could have been a member of any ruling council in the world. In this one, she runs her household with astounding finesse and energy. Okay, sorry about the weird cut there, guys. I got a text from work. I had to deal with that real quick. Aunt is a willful, lively woman with very strong opinions. She has grown to love your uncle, but they disagree frequently. My uncle. Your uncle's a hard-working, earnest, pleasant man, not unlike your father. Your aunt runs him ragged sometimes. Hanu's father. A merchant caste couple. They keep mostly to themselves. The father is loud, and you never once heard the mother speak. Okay, sorry, another weird cut. I got another text from work. Basically, I have to go in here in the next half hour-ish. About 20 minutes. I need to stop. So there will probably be another cut in about 20 minutes. Moving on. Hanu. Son of the town's merchant caste denizen. You avoid him and he avoids most of the villagers, but you've heard he's surly and prone to aggressive outbursts. Radha. The oldest woman in the village. She gives a lot of advice to a lot of people, and it's not always what people want to hear. Lakshmi. She owned this land ever since her husband died. In the past few years, she's snapped up a dozen others on top of it. You hear she's part of Bimra's council, but all that means the village is she's gone more often, leaving her hand-picked squad of guards to enforce her uncompromising order. Juhi, just about the only person you've really looked forward to seeing, and the only other girl you know who hasn't really been looking forward to being betrothed. Father. At times doting, at times exasperated. Your mother and father have been through hard times, but never harder than this. Your father's toy-making abilities has brought in some extra money, but from the outside, the occasional borrowed or rented book are all that separate you from every other peasant family. Go right in and start talking with my parents. Tanya, there you are. We've got good news. Wonderful news. I know you weren't really looking forward to this day, but I think we've done as well as any parents could. Father, I'm 15. You can just get to the point. As any 15-year-old would be. We arranged for you to marry Hanu, the merchant castaway. If all goes well, and Hanu comes to his heritage, you'll one day be a merchant's wife. That's unbelievable. I've never heard of something like this happening before. The family agreed to marry their son to a peasant, and everyone's happy about this. Everyone in the village knows Hanu's a stupid, foul-tempered cretin. Why did it have to be him? It's unbelievable. Never heard of something happening like this. Family's quite happy. We'll say no more about it. Arrange things with the parents today. We'll be taking our dowry out of Lakshmi's vault and presenting it tomorrow. Between now and then, we'd like you to go to Hanu and talk things over with him. Tell me when you've done this so we can arrange everything else. Tanya, I know you're ready for this. I just want to say I'm proud of you. I've never regretted having you as a daughter, never for a moment. Always remember that everything we've done for you. Tanya, I've spoken to Hanu myself. I know he isn't the greatest soul or the kindest. Don't tell anyone I said this. But the plain truth is he's not half as smart as you are either. But a wise man once said there's no such thing as a fair marriage. In my eyes, there's not a single boy in this village worthy of you. At least Hanu's birth will give you opportunities. Do you really think this is a good idea? I do. A clever girl like you and a willful boy like Hanu can't make a life out of a merchant caste standing. No one can. You're smarter than a lot of people give you credit for. You know how to use the power you've got. Marriage gives a woman a certain kind of leverage. In time, you'll see what I mean. I promise. Carry on, Tanya. Be strong and proud. I want to talk about you. Speak to Hanu and maybe someday leave this place behind. Go on. He's your future husband. Show a little enthusiasm. Be with Hanu. See what you're in for. Be with him for as long as you're both alive. Best off starting on the right foot. Hi, Nita. So, I heard your parents managed to get you betrothed to Hanu. Congratulations, Tanya. You really deserve this. I'm going to assume that's a compliment. I don't know about this. I haven't spoken to him. I'm going to assume that's a compliment. You realize what this means, don't you? You and your children might live in the city someday. The opportunities and connections available to someone of the merchant caste are, well, a lot more than my husband will ever have. I always wanted to go to the university at Taxila. Maybe once I'm married, Lakshmi will let me leave. How about Hanu's family lives in the village with us? Thank you, Nita. But I really need to get going. Can you please just let me get on with things? I've always wanted to go to the university. What, and leave your husband here? So what are you supposed to do? Sit around in an empty room eating other wives' scraps? If I was your husband, I wouldn't let you do that in 1,000 years. Speaking of which, I've got chores to do. Congratulations again. Don't you have other things to do? I suppose I do. So we are calm. Tanya thinks the most advisable course of action is to be peaceful. She will try and be peaceful. We need to go this way. Ah, parental mandate. My parents have betrothed me to Hanu. I've heard nothing good about the boy, but who knows? Maybe he's not as bad as they say. Mother mentioned a dowry held at Lakshmi's estate. We have an old wooden elephant, an old toy hand carved by your father, and perceptibly cruder than his newest ones. Earrings, some relatively nice earrings, a preemptive wedding gift from your aunt and uncle. Handful of royal coins. Coins have circulated around the village for decades. This handful predates the regicide. Icon of Banca Mundi. An old battered icon of Banca Mundi. Protector of livestock. Isn't that the god that Ranveer's using? I don't know if I've ever been here before. This doesn't look familiar. Hi, villager. Things have been fine, Tanya. My family's fine. Thanks for asking. Okay, well, let's just keep going then. Glad things are fine. Guard, we have Lakshmi. Move along, girl. Lakshmi's back and she won't be disturbed. Whoops. I guess I won't be getting this way. But let me go! It just teleports me back. I want to talk... Okay, so if I wanted the dowry from Lakshmi's estate, I have to be somewhat clever about it, I suppose. Who knows? Hi, Juhi. What's up? Hey, who guess what's done with her chores? And guess who's wearing her I just watched a baby elephant die face? You okay? My family's engaged me to Hanu. They engaged me to Hanu. Hanu! Can you believe it? I guess I am. I mean, I'm marrying a merchant caste boy. That's good, right? If my family's engaged me to Hanu. What? Are you serious? I mean, I guess you should go talk with him, right? That's what your mother is going to tell you to do. Okay, just talk to me after, okay? Please? Go on, talk to me when you get back. Juhi asked to know what's going on. She seemed insistent that I talked to her after speaking with Hanu. Well, yeah, we're like best friends. Hi, Uncle. Tanya, can you please talk to your aunt? Sometimes the two of you just understand each other better than I can. And someone needs to explain to her that now is not the time to pester Lakshmi for extra food for a wedding feast. Well, you don't think I should have my wedding feast? I think we can all agree now is not the time to make Lakshmi angry. Talk to her with her, see how things go. Oh, excuse me. I'll talk with her and see how things go. Please do, I can never get through to her when she's like this. Try to talk some sense into her for me, please. I'll owe you one. Hello, Captain Lachlan. Get out of my face. Unless you got something to report, I've got nothing to say to you. Okay, fine, I'm going. Something like what? Saw it happen, you wouldn't have to ask. Listen up, girl, because I'm only going to explain this once. You're a peasant, I'm a guard. My job's to stand here doing nothing unless you give me a reason to put a spear through your heart. I don't want to be your friend. I'm not even allowed to be your friend. For the sake of everyone's pleasant afternoon, move along. Move along, girl. Lakshmi's back. She won't be disturbed. Okay. Well, I can walk past the captain, but I can't go past the guard. We'll have to find another way around if we want to get into the estate. If. The snake hasn't left by late afternoon. I'm bringing my children inside, and I'm not coming out until it's gone. Kind of miss merchants coming through telling us about other kingdoms and empires. These days, all we get is deer and that awful snake. Obviously, at this point, we're talking about the Naga. But, got a thing here. Inside are the strongest, fastest horses in Bimrock. You've never ridden a horse before. Can't do anything about it. Villager. How much money has your father saved for the dowry? Are the rumors true? Apparently it's enough to store it in Lakshmi's sheds. What are you doing? No going to the city for peasants. Bimro's starving. Go grow something, you lazy rat. Okay. Mandeep. Hi. Mandeep glances at you dismissively over a leaf of parchment he's holding and then returns to his work. We go down here. Pile! Tanya, I read the poem you gave me. I mean, there's a word here and there I didn't get, but... Great to hear. Keep it down. Lakshmi never said we were allowed to learn reading, but better be safe than sorry. You know, I might not be around to teach you everything. You have to find someone else who knows how to read. You're getting married. I want to get married. I can't wait to find out who my husband is. You know, I don't think I've ever really felt that way. Do you think that's weird? If there's somebody that you want to marry, I'm sure your parents will do their best. Me too. Hi, Tanya. Feeling better? Fissured rocks. An inobtrusive rock well outside the usual foot traffic. Hello, wary guard. No patrol duty at this hour. Do you think peasants have got a hard job? I do. We have to go do stuff. You just get to stand there. Lakshmi's guard. What are you doing here? You know you're not allowed near Lakshmi's estate. Sorry, never mind. I'm here to pick up her laundry. I'm here to steal my dowry box. Let me through and I'll cut you in. Well. Sorry, never mind. We'll come back to that. I think we found a way to get in. I suppose we can't go down, can we? No peasants got business this way. Get back to work. we go. Off this way. Merchant, and deer. Hello, deer. Hi, it's fine. You getting ready for the wedding? How have you been lately? Can't complain. No money, not a lot of food, but at least things are peaceful. Nothing more important than that. Don't see you around much. Your family's pretty frugal. Any chance you got to throw a little custom my way? Looking for travel supplies? Could be. Deer gestures at his stock, smiling warmly. Bedding, maps, and provisions. That store's not for sale, is it? What, my old army sword? Nah, she'd scare the soil out of light-fingered kids. If Lakshmi found out I sold it to a peasant, she'd probably burn me alive. Why, you weren't thinking of picking one up for yourself, were you? I don't know, sometimes I feel like I could use one, you know? Well, yes, they didn't know what it's like to need a sword, but that was rather because the men on the other side had them too. Seems an inappropriate tool to use in a peasant village, doesn't it? Particularly for a young girl. Did you ever kill anyone? Fair point. I should go. Did you ever kill anyone? No, few of us did, actually. Almost all the army spent the war marching, cooking, bickering, and picking at blisters and scabs from carrying the gear around. There was one battle that fought the whole war. It was miles away from where we were. We got there just in time to help bury our dead. But enough of that. You're here for a reason, yes? Nothing right now, come to think of it. We don't need to buy anything right now. We only have, what, 3 coins? Yeah, we have 3 coins. Naga merchant. Eh? Saying hello, anything I can help you with? You seem to be waiting for something. I don't know if you've noticed, but the village is terrified. Anything I can help you with? You seem to be waiting for something. I am early. I am always early to my appointment with Lakshmi, and every time I stand outside waiting, I'm left alone. None of you people want to come near me. I wonder why. We're afraid of you. Fair, you could tear one of us apart with your bare hands. We're just busy. Don't read too much into it. I don't know why you're trying to spare my feelings, but I'm not sure I appreciate it. I need to know if they're afraid of me. If I don't, they won't be able to protect myself when the time comes. The thing about humans is that you love warriors for your leaders. The king and queen weren't warriors. They talked trade and peace and negotiations. The poorest and hungriest didn't want to hear that. They wanted murderers. About politics, we don't hear much about the city out here. I thought we were the poorest and the hungriest. That's not how it works. We just want strong leaders. Slums had a gang leader, J-Deep. His men were killers and enforcers. Now the slums have made his gang a militia. He reports to another murderer, Ranveer, a priest who wants the innocent Naga refugees in the slums butchered. If you want to see real human leaders, look to them. Some people can get things done. Sometimes those people are like them. This can't be all the story. It's never that simple. You know, I've heard rumors about how Lakshmi's husband died. We just want people to get things done. Lately, it seems I'm learning more about humans than I ever wanted to. Was there anything you wanted? Not much to sell you. Most of one of my cards for Lakshmi. Got anything to read? I don't traffic in books. The only thing I have my own Tristies here. I've already read these, and I don't know if I could stomach another second reading. Oh, thanks. I'm not sure I could afford these otherwise. I'm just gonna come out and ask. I want to take my chance in the city. Can you smuggle me in? I have some advice for you, human. Sometimes all you need is the thrill of a new opportunity and the promise of a new scene and a grander lifestyle. You never know just how beautiful safety is until you've thrown it away. Not convinced marrying Hanu is safe at all. I don't know if I believe in miserable safety as a lifestyle. Maybe you're right. Your life, your decision, but I can't take you with me. The risks are too great, the benefits non-existent. Anything else you wanted? Not much to sell you? My father's a toy maker. Perhaps you'd like to buy some to sell in the city. I need to seed one myself. I'll go get one. And with that, I'll go to the cart. Naga cart, anything put here will be gone forever within a few hours. It's doubtful you could take anything back from it without the Naga noticing. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here, guys. I need to apparently go to work, like, right now. So there will be another cut. And I'll see you guys in a few. Okay, I'm back. That was a rather long little bit there. So, the toy maker. The Naga asked to see one of my father's toys. I should find one that really impresses him. The Naga in the city. Naga came to be merchants, doctors, peacekeepers. The wealthiest immigrants scrape by. Those who cannot buy friends and safety have found themselves with nothing, not even the means to escape, and have found the slums waiting for them. So, we still need to be going to the right. Need to go talk to our betrothed. Hello, Auntie. How are you? You know, I love your uncle dearly, but one of these days he's gonna make me whack him upside the head with a shovel. You know what he's been telling me? He's been telling me we shouldn't go to Lakshmi's people and get the food we need for your wedding feast. Like we're gonna celebrate your new life with some gourd rinds and soggy rice. Don't you worry, Tanya. He's got another thing coming. We should talk about that. Don't you start on me, too. This isn't just about having a grand feast, you know. We have a right to demand the extra food from the stockpiles. We grow that food, we follow Lakshmi's orders, we don't ask much at all. But when we have a wedding, we have the right to go up to her door and say, here's what we need. Lakshmi's husband never turned us down, not once. Maybe he grumbled, but when his people came back out, they were ready to approve everything we needed. Lakshmi isn't her husband, is she? These are tense times. I know she probably would give us the food, but should we really take it? The monsoons still haven't returned. Interesting. I hadn't thought about it as a matter of rights. Should we really take it? The monsoons still haven't returned. Tanya, the monsoons are well over a year late. They're going to come back any day now, and people around here are going to feel real stupid for walking around acting like the world was about to end. This drought is hard, and it's horrible, and will probably claim a few lives inside the city before all's said and done. But it will pass. And if we don't go on as we always have done, we're setting ourselves up to be trampled on even more than we were before. You really think things will return to normal soon? I'm not so sure. Auntie, please, I want you to promise me you won't beg Lakshmi for the extra food. Oh, alright, I'll be good, but only because you're my favorite niece. Villagers, and then this dude. Stranger! Hello. Oh, sorry, do you want something? Hey, I'm Tanya. The other girl's getting married, aren't you? Congratulations, I'm sure you'll be deliriously happy. So you've met my betrothed? I don't think we've gotten the chance to get to know each other. Be sure to let me know when the marital list begins. I might miss it. I don't think we've gotten the chance to know each other. I don't know much of anyone. People have been giving me a good bit of distance. You do know I'm from a farm that took up arms, don't you? Oh, should I be worried about being seen talking to you? People have been avoiding you just because of that. I didn't, but that kind of makes me want to talk to you more. People have been avoiding you just because of that, huh? Apparently. Obviously, Lakshmi knows I had nothing to do with it. It's just as though one day, without any prior planning, people started throwing things and burning down fences. Which wouldn't have been so bad, except they didn't count on the family running the farms to respond in kind. It was an ugly, stupid, badly handled mess on every level. Your mistress Lakshmi had the whole place emptied out before too many people were arrested and tortured to death. I think she took custody of people on both sides of the violence, once she's painstakingly identified the masterminds. I had no idea it was bad out there. Think anything like that would happen here? So were you guilty of anything? Think anything like that would happen here? Enough about all that. Anyways, what's with you? You seem a little subdued for someone days away from marital bliss. Honestly, I don't really want to talk about it. Well, the way I see it, there's one more chore I need to get done. Dig a ditch, bring in water, marry an undesirable clod of dirt for the rest of my life. I'm trying to get my enthusiasm out, but it'll take some time, that's all. Rather not marry them all, if I can manage it. Trying to get my enthusiasm up, but it'll just take some time, that's all. I'll be honest with you, if I were in your situation, I don't know what I'd do. Do you think you're going to go through with it? It's not what I want, but it's what I have to. I don't have a choice. I'm trying to think of some way out of it. So far, I'm drawing blanks. Well, I suppose in theory, one could steal a horse from the stables at midnight. One could do so when one heard chattering near the manor, because that's when the guards on the outer patrol are crossing paths and idling. One could then ride west until one saw the road to Taxilia, at which point, one finds some students or merchants and blends in, which equally technically would be easier if one managed to steal some money or trade goods for one went. Huh. Seem to have thought this out. What about a solution that allowed me to remain in the village? Seem to have thought this out. Don't know what you're talking about. I'm not getting married anytime soon. Anyway, have a nice day and a nice night. Come to that. Stranger's currently writing something down. He looks very busy. Perhaps you should come back to distract him later. Map got updated, I guess. Journal. Talk to the stranger in town. Out of nowhere, he suggested I steal a horse from the stables and run away from home. I have to admit the idea is tempting, but at the same time wonder who exactly this guy is supposed to be. Indeed, that's a little odd. Anyone up here? Random villagers that we don't need to talk to. What's up here? Go that way. Villager. Laya. Hello. Oh, it's you. Look, as far as I'm concerned, my husband's family is the only family I've got. Don't think I'm gonna be your big sister just because my brother has to marry you. Understood, that's kind of harsh. You're really more like an infection that sets in after a wild dog bites your ankle. Oh, man. Oh, goodness. She respects me, but she doesn't like me. Interesting. Kinda harsh, isn't it? I don't like you, I never asked to be related to you, and I'm not going to put up with you just because of some stupid decisions my father made. You don't always get to pick your life and your family. I should know that. Guess I can respect that. What stupid decisions? I guess it's not one particular set. It's more like having to put up with you is the sum of all my father's failures over his entire wasted life. Every idiot thing he's done has led to your marriage, which, the way I hear it, is the only way you'd ever get yourself married. You're welcome. Seriously, what are you even talking about? Oh yeah, thanks. I'm so glad your moron father ruined his life badly enough that I get to marry your moron brother. Why does our conversations I know we're gonna end like this? Seriously, what are you even talking about? My father blew more than this family had on investments. He wasn't half smart enough to manage. We're carrying the sort of debt that takes bread out of your mouth for the rest of your life. Why do you think we're living out here? Except if we just get this fat sack of coins like the dowry, only your father with his little side business has the money for that. Which might solve all our problems. Has the money for. Okay, wow, I slaughtered that. Why do you think we're living out here? Except if we just get this fat sack of coins, like the dowry only your father with his little side business has the money for, that just might solve all our problems without needing any of us to be cleverer or more virtuous than we actually are. Nobody's happy about it. Father's paranoid that your family doesn't even have the money, and I think on some level his pride wants it to be so. A peasant bailing him out, it's almost too much for him to stomach. You mean to tell me this whole stupid marriage is happening so your father can get my father's money? I hadn't realized how important this was to your family. So what if we didn't have the money? Let's say it were stolen. Now this whole stupid marriage is happening so your father can get my father money. Exactly, and it worked. As long as my father's got the money, he's happy. As long as your parents have found one boy who's obligated to put up with you, they're happy. Everyone's happy except everyone else. Funny how it's the ones making the decisions who get the good ending, isn't it? Not this time they won't. I don't know, maybe it's better this way. I can't believe the whole situation is more miserable than I thought it was. Not this time they won't. Well, it's not my problem. None of this is my problem. Now go away and let me go back to work. Alright. Hello, Hanu's mother. Please go talk to my son and try and make it work. Hanu. Over here is Hanu's father. More villagers. What are you doing here? It's my son you're marrying, not me. I don't want to talk to you. That as it may, I need to talk to you. Nothing to talk about. You're marrying my son. You ain't thinking doing something clever, are you? Because I promise you, you'll wish you hadn't. Is that a threat? Thought I told you to go away. I've got work to do, girl, and I won't waste my day talking to you. Well. Guards better keep well away from my daughter, especially when it's east of her estate. Here the idiot drinks whenever Lakshmi's not looking. Gambles away half his money. If think that's what she said. You? Don't tell me you're Tanya. Excuse me? I can't believe this. You're not merchant caste. You're not a family friend. You're not even pretty. Why is my father doing this to me? No, I'm not eager about this either. We're stuck in this marriage one way or another. Let's be adults about this. Is that how you're gonna be about it? Good to know. Be adults about this. Come on, Hanu. Leave me alone. This is gonna be the rest of my life. Let me spend the last few days in peace. Here, take this. My mother told me to give it to you as a wedding present. I don't want to speak with you. Go away. He's worse. My mother wants me to go back to her, tell her everything's fine, but if I do that, I'm doing myself to a lifetime of misery. Am I ready for that? Someone's gotta have some advice for me. We got a peasant necklace. Battered old handmade necklace, well worn, well loved. What about you? Do you have anything to say? No, I miss the sugar crystals the old merchants brought in. I miss them more than anything. There, I talked to Hanu. Fine, I'll leave you alone. Jerk. Huh. Hi. Hello, Tanya. I've been wanting to talk to you about your marriage to my son. Unless you want to call it off, I don't know how much I want to listen. Really, I'm honestly surprised. Same here. Oh, man, I don't know. I want all of them. Oh, I hate that. Okay. I'm honestly surprised. I really think you should know that Hanu won't be like this forever. I know he'll even out once he has his own wife, his own household, his own children. Right now, he's not in a good place. What do you mean he's not in a good place? I think I get what you're saying. I don't know what the circumstances are. Hanu's pure poison. You're in denial. What do you mean he's not in a good place? Just saying things haven't been easy for him. We all had a bad couple of years, been harder on some of us than others, and not all of us have been handling it like we should. Things aren't easy in this household. My daughter Nilaya got out a year ago, and I'm glad the boy's finally getting out as well. I'm used to things the way they are, and and there are the things I don't want him getting used to too. But even saying, why don't you come out with it? Maybe he can change. I hope so. I don't see how any of this is my problem. What are you saying? I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. He won't let me. Please help my boy. If you don't, there's no one else that will. Please do what's right for my son. Hanu's mother tried to tell me that Hanu's home life wasn't good, and that he'd improve once he was taken away from it. There's a lot that went unsaid. Whatever Hanu's been through, I think she's been through double. Interesting. When I did play through this part, I didn't be as thorough as I could have been. And now I'm intrigued. What's happening? What's going on? Talk to Hanu, maybe? There's no one left to talk to here. Okay. You don't have anything else to say. What about you? What do you know? Something's up. Go away, let me get back to work. Yeah, no one wants to talk. I mean, obviously we know they're broke. And apparently we're wealthy peasants, but still. Hey, stranger. Okay. Go down here and talk to this dude. What's up, dude? Erish. Tanya, read all sorts of things. I know you do. I've seen you go at it. What do you know of medicine? What? Nothing. I know enough to know Radha's cures aren't good for much, but besides that, you look awful, something wrong. I know Radha's cures aren't good for much. No, what was I thinking? Of course you can't help me. You're just a girl. You're useless. I'm useless. Lakshmi's useless. Okay. Harish, calm down. Tell me what's wrong. My son is dying. I've watched him die for almost a week. Helpless, hopeless, knowing that Lakshmi keeps the best doctor in Burma in her home not 100 feet away. My son is shriveling and sweating his life away, and I can do nothing. Harish talks to the doctor. Oh, Harish, I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do. Maybe he threw himself at Lakshmi's feet. Go talk to the doctor. This is your son's life we're talking about. I have my family to think of. Lakshmi keeps her servants close and guards them as she guards her jewels. The woman has a stone for a heart and poison for blood. She saw me pleading with her doctor, who knows what she'd do. I can't take that risk, not even for my only son. I'll speak with the doctor. It's all down to fate. There might be another way. Have you heard of Ranveer, the man in the city who gives out medicine? Gives away medicine to peasants? Why? Are you certain of this? I know there must be some sort of catch. There are some people in the city who hate him. I can't promise he's a good man. There's even a chance this will help my son. I've got to take it. I'll travel to the city tonight and be back before Lakshmi knows I'm gone. Thank you, Tanya, and I hope all is better than none. Any hope at all is better than none. You don't have anything to say. It's kind of sad. Want your whatever you're writing. Auntie? Okay. Completed quest. Harish's son. Cool. Alright, we're gonna go do the toy maker. Talk to this dude later. Onwards. Mandeep. Still busy. Can I do anything with the stables right now? Tired of the strongest. Wait until midnight. Flee the village, no supplies. No. Fleeing the village with no supplies does not seem like a wise thing to do. At least marrying Hanu puts me into merchant class, which would be very good. Me and my family. Juhi! Did you talk to Hanu? He's terrible, isn't he? Can you imagine spending your life with him? Who knows what he's capable of? What other choice have I got? He's who my parents picked. It seems Mitchell, on the other hand, he might be the best choice. He is a merchant. You're right, I gotta find a way out of this. Come on, think. There has to be something you could do. You could run away. You could think about this. Who could I go to with advice about this? Radha would just tell you why not to do it. I don't know, but look, just let me know if you think of something. I don't want to see you have to go through this. There? Oh, Uncle. I talked to Auntie. She's not gonna do it anymore. Well, I haven't seen her storm through yet. I guess you gotta rethink things. I did. I did good, Uncle. I did good. Hello, Radha. You know, Tanya, I didn't much like the man I was arranged to marry either. I thought he was a vile bastard who wouldn't know the gentleness if it bit him on the ankle. I cried every night for a week before we were married. You know what happened? He died of bowel disease after 10 years, and I've been free ever since. Thanks, Radha. I don't know how I'm supposed to get out of that, but thanks. This cave already resigned himself to marrying Hanu. What else can I do? You know, you wouldn't know how he got it, would you? Maybe a certain kind of diet? I don't know what I'm supposed to get out of that, but thanks. Only that you don't know how things are going to turn out. I'm sure marrying that Hanu boy seems like the end of your world, but trust me, for a strong-willed woman, there's always moments of respite. Who knows? Maybe you'll even get to like the kid. Maybe you'll even even him out some. Maybe he doesn't want a strong-willed woman. I don't see anyone giving me much of a chance, or I hope so. Maybe he doesn't want a strong-willed woman. I doubt he does. That's where the strong will comes in. Do you really think I've got a chance at making him better? I just don't know. It's a lot to stake my future on. Or he beats me lifeless. Radha, are you going to promise me that won't happen? No. You know what happens sometimes? Sometimes the village does something about it. Sometimes the village ignores it. I can't tell you if the day will come, and I can't tell you what to do if it does. All I can say is you'll only ever have a few choices to make. Sometimes marriages work. Sometimes they don't. Do the best you can with what you've got. You and Hanu want to talk things over before you get yourself all worked up. Go get a thing from Father. Father's carving something from a block of baobab wood. Seems engrossed in his work. The Naga merchant down by the road seems interested in your toys. Can I take one of these to show him? Oh, I see. One of these should do then. He motions distractedly towards a small table. You take a small wooden camel from the table. His best piece so far, in your opinion. Alright, now I gotta go talk to Merchant. Hopefully my father can make a good bit of money off of this Naga merchant. Got Toy Maker. Father, let me take one of the most recent works. It should be good enough to show the Naga merchant. And what we got was a wooden camel. A freshly carved toy. Your father has favored camels these past few years. Kinda seemed interesting to call that a toy. It's more of a... well, it's a wood carving. I never really thought of a wood carving as a toy. Truthfully. We're getting there. Quite a ways out. There you go. Hello, Naga merchant. Is there anything you want? I'm not munching this. I have nothing much to sell you. Most of what's on my card is for Lakshmi. I have a toy to show you. This is exceptional craftsmanship. As your father considered selling these in the city, he could make a handsome profit. They're that good. He can't just go to the city. He's peasant caste. He's got to stay here and work the land. Nobody would do business with him. He's not merchant caste. Father's gifts are wasted here. Tell me where he is and I'll buy as many as he's got on him. I regret that I won't be back for many months. Anything else you wanted? Nope. Gave the merchant a sample toy. She was pleased with them and didn't seem to understand why my father wasn't making them for a living. How do you explain something like that to someone who comes from an empire without caste? Now we have Naga currency. Strange coins like what you didn't see before a few years ago. Let's see. Go down. I'm gonna try to make it to the university. In order to do that, I need to steal my dowry first. Means going this way. What are you doing here? You know you're not allowed near Lakshmi's estate. Here to pick up her laundry. Yeah, right. Here to pick up her laundry. You're lying to me? Because if you're lying to one of her guards and then you trespass on her property, I promise that Lakshmi's gonna kill you. It'll be the funniest thing that's happened here for months. I just want to get my dowry. Let me through and I'll cut you in. What, you serious? Okay, listen. I don't want to know what you're doing. I don't want to know what you've got in mind. Just give me 50 coins of the dowry and I'll let you in. But if Lakshmi gets suspicious, I'm spilling my guts before she spills them for me. If that happens, she's gonna have you executed. Understand? If we got a deal? 50's too much. I'll give you 30. 30? How about 60 or I bring you in right now? Tell Lakshmi you're trying to bribe one of her guards and rob one of her sheds. Let her pick a way for you to die. Said 30. Crazy kid, 30 coins, whatever. Just go get it and bring it right back. Don't you go talking to the other guards. They'll start wondering why you're back there. Heaped valuables. Don't talk to the other guards. In a minute, you hold a sack containing your entire dowry. Your father must have been preparing for your marriage most of his life. This is a fortune almost beyond the grasp of a peasant and more money than you've ever seen in one place. Sure. Opportunist. Tiny seizes the advantage where others would shy away. Take what you need. Well, I have my father's dowry, now what? I could get a long way on this money if I ran for it, or I could try to ditch it and then tell Hanu's father we never had the money in the first place, or I guess I could just hand it to him and tell him to call the wedding off, or honestly, it's almost a matter of what I can't do with this money, so long as I don't get caught. Holy 300 coins. Wow. That's like almost royalty money right there. All the money your parents put towards your marriage. 300 coins. Wow. Heaped valuables. Various valuable items belong to the well-to-do members of the village. Ornaments belong to Lakshmi. Lakshmi's retainers, perhaps Hanu's family. Taken together, they are quite valuable. Everything I can carry. Why not? Let's be greedy. Still opportunist. Wow, even more money. Village's more valuable objects entrusted to Lakshmi's safekeeping until today. Some of these were clearly meant as wedding gifts. Well then. Go ahead and leave. Just ignore the guards. Come on, where's my money? Pay up and get out. I better not see your face again once we're done with this. Less than what I thought. You get half what we agreed on. You know, just here. Don't do anything stupid with that money. You hear me? We're both in this now. I'm not going to push it any further. I've already pushed him really hard to get down to 30. I'm not giving him 15. That seems a little bad. Okay. So I've got money. Fissured rocks. I guess that's a place I could hide stuff. I want to go talk to the Naga merchant first. Well, it's starting to slow down a little bit. I've got 200 coins. Could I ask him, can you get me into the city? No. I could place the dowry on the cart. Interesting. But then that would be very bad. Oh my god. First I'm gonna talk to Deer, because Deer has stuff to sell. Hey Tanya, getting ready for the wedding? How have you been lately? Can't complain. Looking for travel supplies. My father's been looking for an area map, a gift to Hanu's father, I think. They should do the job. It's fine parchment. Can't let it go for less than 5 coins. So what about the dried meat? Secrets in the salting. 2 coins on account of the compliment. What about a few blankets? We ruined some of ours. Certainly, that'll run you 2 coins. Sword's not for sale, is it? This joke is growing tired, Tanya. Holy 200 coins for that? Oh my god. Oh. Do I want a sword for 200 coins? If I get a sword, then I pretty much have to steal the horses. I have to run. Because if I have a sword as a peasant and I stay in the village, that's gonna be a problem. Oh my god. But if I were to offer you 200 coins for it, sure, I want the sword. You know, I don't always get your jokes, Tanya. Can you please explain this one for me? I'm not joking. I'm just asking hypothetically. You know what? It wasn't very funny. I'm just asking hypothetically. Well, no, Tanya, I wouldn't. Really? Show him the coins. Tanya, you should not have this kind of money. Where'd you get it? And you're spending it on weapons. Oh. Oh, what? Come on, dear. It's just protection, yes or no? Oh, what? Tanya, I gotta call the guards. I'm sorry, I can't let another peasant revolt happen. Not in our village. Too much at stake. Money is my dowry. I'm not gonna kill Lakshmi. I'm just running away. What? Listen, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know. Just get out of my stall. I never spoke to you. I don't want to see you again. I don't want to be involved in this. Then let me be. Fair enough. Got a map of Burma, an old map of Burma. The roads and inner districts are still accurate, but the slums are 3 times as orderly and a 10th the size. Provisions, a bag of perishable supplies like dried meat intended for long journeys without human contact. Rough linen for sleeping under, a bit scratchy, but better than the alternative. Let's try and smuggle my way into the city. Could try to hide the money. Talk to you now? Wait, what about the stranger? If I have money now, what about the stranger? Also, where was the stranger? He was this way, right? I'm curious. Does that change anything? My aunt. Yeah, okay. Nothing. Whoa. Oh boy. That was weird. No. Okay. I was just curious if money changed anything with the stranger. I could go up. I could talk to Hanu's family. Give them the money. A lot of money, too. I don't know. About Juhi. Steal a horse. I stole the dowry. Oh, wow, you really did it. You're amazing. What are you going to do next? Try telling Hanu's father the money never existed. Hanu's father probably just wants the dowry. Make a run for it. I don't know. I'll think about it. I'm going to try and run for it, honestly. Yes, you can steal a horse and get out of here. Tanya, I can't believe we never thought of... Don't you see? We can both get out of here. You and me, tonight, for good. Juhi, it's not like you have to marry Hanu. Why risk your life? Are you sure about this? We'll be taking a huge risk. Sure. Go buy some supplies from Deer, then get things ready in the stables. Tonight we put this village behind us for good. Keeps updating the map, and I don't know why. Oh, hiding place. My dowry, Naga's cart, Naga merchant. Oh, okay. Let's see. I told Julia I was going to take my chance outside the village. She insists that I grab supplies first, which is a good idea, and that I take her with me. That's fine. I'd happily go with Juhi. I wouldn't be alone on the road. We have 400 coins. I think we can manage to make something out of that. And we go to a university, we can maybe climb up the caste system a little bit. Tonight in front of the stables. God, I'm torn. Do I go to my parents? Or do I go straight to the stables? Honestly, let's just go straight to the stables. Basically, going to my parents ends it, and I'm marrying Hanu. I can't think of a way out of it, so let's just go straight to the stables, I guess. Flee the village with Juhi. Two of you flee that night. You learn together 2 riders attract more attention than 1, and that riding is not so nearly as easy as it looks. From the moment you hear the alarm raised, you know that this night may not end well for one or both of you. Whatever fate you meet, you hope that you get to meet it together. Act in my own interest. And, of course, in the end, not even Tanya's escape could separate them. Oh boy. Alright, what's the next one? Who's the next person? What's gonna happen? Ah, we're back to Asha. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna see you next time. We are returning as Asha, who's apparently supposed to be dead. See you guys later.